What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to more College Football Coach Career Edition. And today we're going to be playing through the 2034 season, simulating through it rather, of our Tennessee Volunteers head coach Aaron Rose College Football Career Edition series here. And if you remember last episode, we deployed a new recruiting strategy where I do the red shirts first. Just that way, the star players technically. We're going to try to just redshirt them and see if that helps us recruit. So we did dip a little in the class ranks as we were up into the 70s. Now we're back down to 80th. So that's just to keep a reminder of that. We're expected to finish 62nd this year. Kendall Martin is here for his senior year, but we did recruit a quarterback last year, which was the red shirt. So he'll probably hopefully be ready to start next year. But taking a look at the roster just real quick, reviewing it. Cameron Hansen, junior wide receiver, already an 89. Same with Jerome Green, he's an 82 as a junior. Donnie Tyler's an 81. So, I mean, pretty good receiving core. Defensive side of things, our D-line is really good. Everything else kind of needs a lot of work. So I'm hoping for not too rough of a season, but we'll see what happens. Let's get into it. We're opening with the worst school in preseason, NC State. They've got the 120 rank, so hopefully we can start with a win. And we do. I think we whooped on them. 41-0. So now we'll go at number 22, Colorado, here in week 2. And we lose, we get whooped on that time. So we fall to 1-1. And now we'll end against Northwestern, our non-conference schedule. And we get whooped on again, 37-0. So we fall to 1-2 through non-conference. Now we open up conference play, which is always tough since we are in the SEC. And we're starting that at Mississippi, Ole Miss, 31 ranked. And it's a loss, unfortunately. So we are 1-3. Now we'll host Georgia. And unfortunately, we get another loss. Fall to 1-4. Mississippi State is next on the schedule for week 6. At home, looking to get the win, but we get the loss as well. Fall to 1-5, having lost 4 in a row. We get Arkansas now. We're ranked a little higher than them. Hopefully we can kind of get off the schneid here. And we do. So we do pick up a win, improve to 2-5. But now we have number 4, LSU, coming to town in week 8. And that's another loss, so 2-6. Now our final 2 games of the season are against very bad teams. But these next 2 are very good teams, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can take 3 out of 4, maybe steal one from one of these guys. And we're not going to do that against Florida. We fall to 2-7. So we really do need to pick up this win. We're not going to get a bowl game anyway, and we lose and fall to 2-8. So hopefully we can win out these last 2 against teams we should beat. And we do beat Nashville at least, or Vanderbilt. So we improved to 3-8. Now, last game of the year, hosting Kentucky, we're 92nd, they're 95th. So it could go either way. And we lose. Of course we do. So, not the greatest season. Definitely did not exceed expectations by any means. Take a look at the conference standings, and we finished 10th. 2-7. End up losing 6 of our last 7 games in conference. 8 of our final 9. So Kendall Martin finishes his college career. This year he was 1,800. 16 touchdowns, 6 picks. Aside from his freshman year, he played very well for us. So I'm interested to see what his career numbers look like 7,000 passing yards, 47 touchdowns, 24 picks. Probably going to be the all-time leader. Not really sure there. Jamarcus Howard, the sophomore, ends up with 807 yards, 5 touchdowns. Alfred White, 274, 3 scores. Cameron Hansen, his junior year, ends up with 632, 9 touchdowns. So at least the touchdowns were there. Jerome Green, 267 and a score. He must have got hurt or something, because that is not indicative of what he can do. 434 and 4 for Donnie Tyler. Rich Watts, kind of just fill-in player, 158 and a touchdown. So, offensive line was absolutely dreadful this year. But that kind of was going to happen when we switch up the recruiting like that, and you kind of do where you redshirt a position when they're at a junior, or when your starting position is a junior, you're going to give up ratings there that first year. But hopefully within 2 years, we should be able to. So starting next year, we should hopefully start to see some of the overalls go up and then stay up, because we're, constantly filtering new guys in. But it's going to take a couple years to really see the benefits, I think, of it. Jimmy Tate had 8 sacks. That's pretty good for him. 5 sacks, Connor McFarland. Tate's actually senior, so he's done. Let's take a look at his career numbers. He ends up with 13 sacks in 48 games. That's respectable. He had 8 of them this year, so pretty big senior year for him. 5 sacks for Connor McFarland. Ross Flowers with a couple sacks. Nick Maxwell, a couple sacks. And then Thomas Wilson, the sophomore, 118 tackles. Very impressive for him. Miles Pearson, 116 tackles for him his senior year. I don't think he played much, though, before this year. Yeah, he only played in 24 games. Joey Atkinson, same thing. He was an injury replacement. I don't think he really played much at all. 12 games. Senior A.J. Adams. He had 2 picks this year. Ended up with 10 interceptions in his career. That's pretty decent. Averaged about 4 a year. Sophomore Nicholas Bryan. He was a lower recruit. Jalen Shelby obviously is an injury replacement. Kirk Justice, though, he gets up to an 83 in his final season. A couple interceptions. He was a nice little player for us. Nothing special, but he did have 7 picks in 4 years. And then Keyshawn Roberts definitely wasn't a very high recruit. He's got 1 more year with us, though. So we'll send him on to the conference championships and all that. Heisman goes to Chad Roach of Northwestern. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Chris Jenkins of South Bend, which is Notre Dame. Freshman of the Year goes to Cade Coe of Oklahoma, who rushed for 1,400 yards. And the All-American team last year, if you remember, guys, we had our first All-American of the series. But we're not going to have one this year. All freshman. I'm not sure if we've ever had an all freshman. I can't remember now. We're getting up there. It's like, this is episode 16 of the series, and we still haven't even made a bowl game yet. So this is a very hard series. I didn't realize the difficulty was as hard as it was. I put it on the hardest difficulty thinking it'd be easier. It's pretty hard here in the SEC. On to the all-conference for the SEC. We had 4 guys last year. That was definitely a high for us. Jimmy Tate makes it his senior year. And so we have 1. So at least a couple seasons of back-to-back all-conference players. It's a good start. And Penn State loses to Virginia Poly, which is Virginia Tech, in the national championship. And we finished 95th. We're supposed to be 62nd, so we are going to actually lose. We lost 5 prestige points. We're down to 81. That's not good. But we were awarded with a 2-year contract extension, even though we had 2 years left on our deal. And we actually have Army and Colorado State, but we're going to stay here because, like I said, we started that new recruiting plan. I want to see how that works. So in order to do that, we kind of got to stay put. But I do love how this series started off as taking Muncie, which is Ball State, and turning them into national championships, and it has morphed into essentially just Aaron Rose trying to win a bowl game. Like, I'm not even going to set winning a national title as the goal of the series. At this point, it's just make a bowl game and go from there if we want to keep going after that. So we'll go to recruiting now. Kendall Martin is leaving us, unfortunately. He had a nice little career for us. And then Jimmy Tate's another big name. Otherwise, we're not really losing anyone too important to our team. We actually have a 5-star recruit there. I don't know if we're actually going to go after him, but... So now let's go back to our... Oh, we do not have a quarterback. That is not good. We're going to have to get a quarterback right away. I thought I redshirted a quarterback. Apparently, I did not. We do need to redshirt a running back, one receiver, one offensive lineman, one defensive lineman, one linebacker, one corner. I don't know if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 5. We can do that. We do need a quarterback. Edmund Ostrom is $435. It's kind of expensive. He is a 4-star recruit. There is a much cheaper 4-star recruit, though, in Kenny Benson. But I don't even think we're going to go that expensive. So we're going to redshirt Ken Weber. Chase Waters as well. And then I said one O-line. Carlos Kirby. And unfortunately, we just need to start filling the roster at this point. We got to get a quarterback, and we don't have one yet. We're going to have to bite the bullet on a quarterback for 1 year. Josh Jackson. Yeah, we're going to have to go low the rest of the way here. Thurman Brantley. Need one more D-line. Alfonso Lamont. Frankie Easley. That was a big blunder. I thought that I recruited a quarterback last year. That is going to hurt. Luckily, though, we did just get a contract extension. But that is not good. I'm not happy about that. We deserve to get fired, I guess. So we're filling the needs, just so that's taken care of. And then we don't really have much money back left anyway. We can't even get a quarterback. So we'll just take not a tight end though, because we got like more than we need already. We always need more linebackers. There's a safety for $9. So that'll take care of recruiting. It was not a good recruiting year. We do have the 21st ranked recruiting class coming in, which is easily the highest we've ever had. The problem is it might take a couple years to show progress for that. So we're projected to be the 85th ranked school for the 2035 season. Yeah, Gary Murdoch, walk-on freshman, is our starting quarterback. So make sure you come on back for the next one to see Gary Murdoch, true freshman, walk-on overall, 57 overall, lead our Tennessee Volunteers into the season. As always, guys, if you want to enjoy the video, please do smash that like button down below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more College Football Coach Career Edition. I got a channel update coming here early next week, which will announce my new Teambuilder series I've been working on. It's going to be awesome. I got a lot of cool things planned out for it. The Iowa Tech one is not going to work out as my file got corrupted. So I'll explain that in the channel update. And we'll be back with more Bucks franchise and A's franchise next week as well. Thanks for sticking with me during this. Hope you guys are enjoying this. It's kind of become a fun thing. I was starting to get bored with it. I know the views aren't great on this, but I enjoy making it. And like I said, I want to get Aaron Rose to a bowl game. That might be the new goal of the series. But anyway, like I said, guys, thanks for watching. Till next time, peace.